Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we learned some interesting lessons from our raid at the end of last episode, and we want to go after this gentleman here. He has 508 troops remaining to our 737. Do we want to wait for our Varangian veterans to reinforce? It's a good question. Ooh, that's a spicy zoom. Okay, there we go. The zoom has completed. Fantastic. Sometimes when you first start up Crusader Kings, that can happen. Of course, we are going to be creating a kingdom fairly soon. If we look at the de jure, though, moving out over this way moves us into Norway. We are de jure part of Sweden. Now, we would have to fight Upland to take over Sweden. We're not really in a position to do that yet. So that's okay. We can create the Duchy of Norland, but we don't have the money for it. We'll have to do raiding for that, perhaps, or just move on over this way. I would like to use our money on building structures for right now. Now, if we take this, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 total counties that we'll end up taking. That will put us well over our domain limit. So that's definitely a thing to think about. Now, currently, what is our spouse up to? She's on chivalry currently. She's really bad at managing domain. Okay, good to know. What is our child up to? Thorstein here, he's not doing much of anything. I'm going to put him on a stewardship education because I want to have more than 3 potential domain limit. So we'll go ahead and choose that. Now, we can't send him to university right now, but we can put him in... Well, actually, we are the best in our court at stewardship. So I guess we would educate him personally. Okay. Now, I do want to attack this guy. The question is, do we wait on our Varangian veterans? I've already posed this question, and I didn't really answer it. I think we give it 1 month tick to let our Vigman finish up. And there it is. Right there. That was the month tick. Fantastic. Wait, did they change it so that it now month ticks on the 1st of the month? Rather than like every 30 days? I'll have to keep an eye on that. For now, we're going to declare our war. Not an invade kingdom. We're going to do a conquer duchy. This will cost us piety, which we get lots of piety. 3.5 per month. Lots and lots of piety. We can't do this because our level of fame is too low, of course. We can subjugate him. No, we can't. What am I talking about? We could conquer a county off of him. That would work to work up our prestige. Which county would we want to conquer off of him? This one and this one border us. Technically, this is a level 3 fort. And this is a level 2 fort. But I think it's just a effect here. They don't have any buildings in either of them. Okay. They have 5 building slots here. So that's the duchy building there. We have 4 building slots here, but that's not the duchy slot. Is this the de jure duchy capital? Yes. Okay. So that makes sense. Got it. Okay, so do we want to go after a single county here? Maybe. I mean, I'd love to go after this guy. We can't really do this. This is prestige costs. But I would absolutely love to do that. I think we're going to have to go after this gentleman, and we have to do a county conquer. It's not perfect, but it'll have to do. There's no longer an X up there, but the dismiss button still exists. It's just not visible. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. We're going to raise up all of our troops here. They will raise up basically instantly. There we go. And in we go. Now, he's going to come give battle, most likely. But he doesn't have the troops to do so. We're going to get ticking war score on our side. We've got 8 months to go here. Okay. Sounds good. Actually, it doesn't sound good. That's quite a long time, but sure. We're not really losing cash right now. We're losing, I guess, 0.1, but it looks like it's a rounding error. And we're going to want to go raiding soon enough. Ooh, that was a big siege event there. I like it. That's really solid, actually. So 4 months left here. Make that 3. Oh, I wanted to check. It looks like it is now on the first of the months that month ticks happen. Well, we did just see that happen on the 22nd, so maybe not. Some things are happening on the first of the month now, and some aren't. I think some are still happening every 30 days, and some things are happening on the first. Interesting. So there's kind of a split tick going on here. That's probably fine. It's not a big deal. So we'll finish this siege. That'll get us ticking war score. And we're going to head on in over here. We'll probably win. We have a better army commander, and they are in debt. They have more men-at-arms counter, but we have those sweet, sweet Varangian veterans, so that should be okay. Now, this will not get us prestige. This will get us fame. But we will win this battle. He raises reinforcements. He wants a white piece. We're going to pass on that. These reinforcements are not immediately walking in, which are shocking to me. We actually captured him in that battle, so the war is over. We'll enforce our demands and disband our army. So we can't fight this guy again. We are now distinguished. Does that mean we can go after duchies? We can't go after this guy, I know. But hypothetically, level of fame has to be illustrious. Okay. So, with that in mind, we need to look at loot. Is there any loot around? Not really. There's some loot up here, but that's quite a long ways off. We could think about perhaps across the Gulf of Bothnia. We would get a recently disembarked penalty over here. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of loot out here. We could attack this guy, but he's powerful. More powerful than us. He would defend himself. We did gain a level of fame, and we're able to start a Varangian adventure. Yes, so, let's see. Yeah, this is to conquer a new home. We're not going to do this time, although it is interesting. We ran into that previously and figured out how that worked. But, yeah. We're not going to do that right now, although it is always funny to launch a Varangian adventure, like, in places where you really shouldn't. But that's not the point of this particular series. So we're up to 1207 total soldiers, and of course we're going to need to increase our control level in Helgum as well. What we really need more than anything right now is loot. That is really what we need. Ah, his capital is now lootable. Excellent. So we can go in from here. We're going to raise local raiders. And we're going to go in and loot this. That'll net us 15 gold and the same amount of prestige. Can we not do this when we're truced? We might not be able to raid when we're truced. Sad. Okay, so this is all raided over here. 3 raid loot available there. We could head up over here. We would result in 100 casualties. That's probably acceptable. Yeah, that should be acceptable. So what we need more than anything currently is we need to start getting gathering halls. We need cash for that. Cold, hard cash. Diplomacy, lifestyle, experience. Sure. Our efforts bear fruit. So we are, of course, on Majesty focus, and we're working our way through that. But it is taking time. Excellent. So this move is going to result in casualties, obviously. But we're going to head on in here. We're going to raid this down. Cool. So that'll net us 15 gold. We can also come raid up here if we wanted to. That's doable. Would we net a bunch more casualties? Quite possibly. No, actually, we would not get casualties from this. Excellent. Then the question is, do we come back this way or by sea? Court positions. Yes, I already looked at this. We should be fine. So we looked at our court positions here. We don't have people, so we don't have anybody that we can really put into these. Although I suppose we could put our wife in here. This is based on aptitude, which for the physician, aptitude is measured in 5 levels, ranging from terrible to excellent. So, I mean, she's our best, our wife is, but she's not great. Okay. That is a powerful agent in hostile schemes against us, so we'll have to make sure that our wife is on our side. Should be fine. Now, we don't have any courtiers that meet these requirements, so that's okay. We can also potentially ransom off this prisoner. This is not very useful. Not very useful at all. He's actually the wrong religion. We could demand his conversion. And then release him. Sure. That'll be fine. So this raid is finishing up, and we're going to head on back. I would like to head back this way so that we don't take that attrition tick. Excellent. I would raid here, but that is already raided. We can come over here and raid this once we get back. Like that. That'll do. I like it. We need to make money, and for that, we need raiding. Excellent. We're up to 47 control over here. So these levies are improving. Reduced by 25% due to low county control, of course. Excellent. So, I mean, this isn't exactly constant war, but raiding is kind of war. Kind of. And it's very important at this section of the game. You have to be able to make that money early on. It's so important. So we got 30 gold and 30 prestige there, and then we're going to head up here and raid as well. We are missing a chancellor and a steward, but we have no one to appoint to those roles. There will be people later. And we're going to reinforce a little bit here. We'll need to put these guys down soon enough. And let's see, there's 3 gold here. That's not really worth going that far into their territory. There's 15 gold available here, but for now, I think we're going to hold off. 15 gold here and here. Our truce with this guy should be up fairly soon. That would be in our diplomacy here. I went down to speed 1 for some reason, trying to open this, but sure. So we're truced for 4 years. Okay. So we're going to grab this loot, and then we're just going to head back into our territory. So back we go. And I think really our first thing that we build here, I feel like we have a better source of prestige than we do of gold right now. I would like to build gathering halls, but I feel like markets is actually more important for this first building, just to be able to make some additional cash. And then we're going to definitely make longhouses after this, or gathering halls, I think they are for this culture. We're going to go ahead and disband these guys for the moment. Excellent. So we're going to be reinforcing, and that will, of course, cause our prestige to drop for a little bit here as we reinforce our men-at-arms. We would love to create more men-at-arms regiments, but for now, that's not really an option. As far as decisions go, we haven't determined our personal deity. Oh, we can redo that. Okay, gotcha. Found a group of pious Vikings to defend the old way. Okay, so, I mean, we can host feasts as well to convert gold into prestige. And we could do the same with calling hunts. So, I do feel like gold is more important building-wise right now than prestige. So that's why we're going for that. Excellent. Now, how much do these buildings cost? 200 prestige? Okay. Just double checking that. So we're going to want to build all of these eventually. But the markets and the gathering halls are by far the most important thing. So that's what we're going to be going for a bit here. Of course, we're letting our men-at-arms regen here. Are we going to be positive when our Varangian Vikings fill up here? Yes, we are. Beautiful. So that'll be great. Now, this guy is currently coming in to raid, and he's going to raid this gentleman here. And I would prefer that he didn't. If we raise raiders, can we fight them? If we raise and walk in here, are they going to be hostile to us? The answer is no. Who is actually raiding this? He is. We're truced. Okay. I was hoping that we'd be able to fight this. Go defend yourself, sir. Please defend yourself. I was hoping we'd be able to fight it, but no, we cannot. Not without, like, declaring war or something. Okay, so that's fine. We are definitely looking for additional raid targets where we can. I'm hoping that he wins. He is actually losing this. That's embarrassing for him. He had like 200 more soldiers. Oof. I'm not sure if he rolled poorly or if that was just his bad choice in having these, like, going all in on Bondi Men-at-Arms. It was probably his bad choice in Men-at-Arms. Because these are all Bondi Men-at-Arms too. He must have just rolled exceptionally poorly. Bad luck. Okay. Well, hopefully he's going to turn around and fight again. And he should be able to win this. They're just chilling here for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't really make sense. However, we can grab Benevolent Intent or Firm Hand. Neither of those are tremendously useful. We're going to grab Firm Hand for the moment, because I would like to move down to Praetorian Guard. Inspiring Rule will be important as well. This is very even right now, but he is actually winning. Now, there's currently no loot here. This is very, very close, but he did win. Good for him. Unfortunately, that doesn't put the loot back. Very, very unfortunate. So I would like to do additional raiding. There's three gold available here. There is 2 gold available here. There's always gold available down in Upland. Upland is becoming more powerful. Which isn't really shocking, but it is sad. Very sad indeed. We're not going to swear fealty to this guy. That's if we were going to swear fealty to anyone, it would be this guy. But we're probably not going to try to play the vassal game unless we have to. So that's going to be the general concept, I think. When is our truce up with this guy? I want to go back to war. I really, really do. Our truce is up in 3 years. Oof. Okay. We can't declare war on this gentleman because we don't have the prestige that we need. We can't declare war on this guy because we can't win it yet. So we have but one option, and that is chill. We could host a feast and farm up our prestige if we wanted to. However, I think we're better off saving up our prestige for 10 months here and getting our income up as high as possible in order to continue to build markets in each of our 3 locations. I think right now those investments are the ones to go for. We can lawfully imprison this gentleman. I'm not going to do it. We can designate a guardian for our daughter. Okay. Don't really care to. That's fine. Our county control is, of course, going to improve on its own. It's not going to improve as quickly as if we are increasing county control. Raise Runestone. So it costs 50 gold. We gain 350 prestige and 250 faith. Wow. All modifiers are stronger when erected in cultures that use runestones. One of your counties will receive one of the following modifiers: Ancestral Runestone for popular opinion, Conquest Runestone for control growth, or Clout Runestone for levy size. The runestone will be destroyed if the county falls to someone outside of your dynasty. Does that mean if they control it, or if they occupy it? Surely, like, falls is a little bit awkward there, but surely that means if they hold it. Like, not occupy it, they hold the title, right? This is a lot of prestige. It's a lot of gold for right now. No doubt about that. That said, that levy size is awful good. I think we should do it. What shall this monument speak of? So, we could speak of our victories in Conquest, or we could bail on this. Okay, so this would be a Conquest Runestone, which would mean that, let's see, if we go back into here. Okay, if I recall correctly, the Conquest Runestone was the one that increases control. So it would have to be in Helgum, right? Yes, that gets a Conquest Runestone for the control growth. Okay, so we do that. Interesting. So this now has a Conquest Runestone, and that's now coming up by 1.6 instead of 1.1. That also puts us at 542 prestige, which I would say means that we can increase our Varangian veterans. That would put us negative in our prestige growth, though. Ooh, patient is actually pretty good, yeah. We'll go ahead and take that. So yeah, Varangian veterans would put us negative in our prestige, and I would rather not do that at this time. So, what do we need to do? Well, we need to raid. What do we got available? 3 gold, 3 gold, 2 gold, 15 up here, but there's not really a good way to get there without taking huge amounts of attrition. 0 gold, there's 15 available here, and I would love to raid that. We're still truced for 2 years. Upland is currently fighting elsewhere. We could maybe try a quick raid down in their territory. Over here. That's 19 gold there. Let's go see if we can grab it and get out. We have a pretty good army size at this point. If we were to go in a little deeper, there's nothing really over here. So we're not going to try going in deeper. We're just going to grab this and we're going to get out. Beautiful. Looks like they're not going to try to stop it. They've got bigger problems right now. That's exactly what we want to see. So in we go. And that gives us 19 of each. Private Levy for 5% levy size, or Personal Guard for 2 prowess. I think we're going to go for the levy size. That's the most important thing at this moment. There's nothing really for us to raid, so we're going to put these guys down. Excellent. So this is up to 45 control. This is up to 79. So this is only going up by 1.0, which is kind of hilarious compared to this going up by 1.6. Military presence, huh? What's causing this to have military presence, but not this? Okay, so that's just an event that popped in? Sure. That'll go away in a couple years, but our control growth will be quite high by then, and the Conquest Runestone will mean that we're continuing to gain quite a lot per month. I like it. That's pretty great, actually. That Conquest Runestone is pretty handy. Too bad it can't be used for, like, conversions of cultural or religious varieties. But otherwise, that's pretty cool. So we need to farm up cash right now. That is our primary goal. Now, we can see that this guy is defending in a conquest here. Huh. I don't necessarily like that. I would like to loot, but there's really not anything super available right now. We could go here, but these guys are probably going to siege that pretty soon. We could definitely fight this army. This guy couldn't. He wants to ransom this guy for 10 gold. We absolutely accept. 10 gold is amazing. In fact, 40%, no, we're not going to try that. Okay. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to start making some bigger movements, I think. We do have 500 prestige, which means that theoretically, we could go for this guy's primary duchy. If we were illustrious. We're a ways away from that. So we definitely have some work to do before we can get super aggro. We're still getting established here, but we're making progress, for sure. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.